What's up, nail geeks? I am back again with Emily Damali's April 2020 releases. We have a set of 8 shades that, of course, you guys know the drill, come in a variety of colors and finishes and all that good stuff. We have some really interesting ones to take a peek at this month, so without further ado, let's get started. First up is All I See. This is described as a steel blue base with a copper overlay. On release, this one will be 9 US or 11 Australian. So this has a bit of a creamy formula to it, though I do want to somewhat classify it as a jelly, as it does apply incredibly creamy and smooth on the nail, but depending on if you wear it between 2 and 3 coats, really is going to depend on how well that base color comes out. So it kind of behaves like a jelly, but it does have great coverage to it. This is an incredibly flattering base color. It's cool toned. As you build it up, it's definitely, I would agree with the official description, in being a steel blue base. Very lovely. The shimmer in it is very strong. It definitely appears as this coppery like effect. It's really lovely and glowy. Now this does have quite a bit of a self-leveling factor to it, so it does dry down a little bit on the flat side. So personally, I'd recommend a glossy top coat, and I think you'll be good to go, and that shimmer is just perfect. And next we've got Enjoy the Fall. This is a khaki green base with pink to gold to green shifting iridescent flakes and gold holographic micro glitter. On release, this one will be 11 US and 13 Australian. This is crazy pretty. So in person, I feel like this is coming off exactly what I'm seeing. It's a definite khaki base. It's what I always hear the term pruggly for. It's unique, it's different, but it's so crazy pretty with those flakes. They pop very strongly as that pinkish type of coppery effect you see in the video, with an easy shift over to green at angles. So in shaded lighting, you'll be able to see all of that color roll happening with them. For this one, I'm going to suggest 2 coats on it, as it builds up crazy fast on the nail. I had no problems with the flakes. Everything laid down nice and flat for me. Now, once again, this one does dry down a little bit on the flat side. So once again, I'd recommend a glossy top coat, and you'll see what you see here on the final hand shot. It is so crazy pretty. And next we've got Here We Go Again. This is a bright ultramarine blue base filled with pink to gold to green shifting aurora shimmer and silver holographic flakes. On release, this one will be 12 US or 14 Australian. I was a little worried on my video how this one was going to come out when I was swatching it. I feel like a lot of really vibrant colors like this can sometimes get skewed, but watching the playback here, I feel like that's not the case. So in person, this is a true ultramarine blue. It's very vibrant, very loud, and the shimmer is crazy, crazy strong. So you'll see it as that pinky appearance that you see in the video. And for opacity on this one, I'm going to suggest 2 coats on it, as it builds up really fast on the nail and it plumps out perfectly on that second coat, in my opinion. And you'll also see those little holographic flakes. They take on this lovely scatter type appearance across the nail too. So tons and tons of glow here. I feel like on the buildup here, you're really going to get a good idea, especially this full hand shot. It is so glowy, so pretty, and so vibrant. I really like this one. Of course, as a blue lover myself. And here on the full hand shot, you can see easy peasy coverage. And next we have Ombres and Glitter. This is a bright pink when warm to dark purple when cold thermal, with orange to green shifting iridescent glitters. Price on this one will be 11 US or 13 Australian. This has a very crelly-like formula to me. It plumps out very nice on the nail. It's got quite a bit of a viscosity to it. The glitters in this one are of the larger variety. I had no problems with them in terms of I didn't need to fish, or I didn't need to worry about placement or anything. I got really nice payoff on my brush strokes here. Now on this one, if you do happen to get a glitter on the free edge of your nail like I did there, I just pushed it back and it was good to go. So no issues with this one. Very lovely application on it. The thermal properties to it are very, very reactive. As you can see here, between that first and second coat, it's immediately transitioning on my nails. So I think even if you are going, say, from the shower or outside to indoors, you'll definitely see a nice transition happening on your nails. Now I do want to note that this one is quite a bit thirsty for top coat. So depending on your top coat of choice, I would recommend going in quite heavy on your top coat, or go in for 2 coats and then you'll be smooth and there'll be no texture. So you can see here with the ice water, that really lovely transition. I almost feel like there is a third transition here between a very dark purple and that pink. And next we have Overrun. This is a dark purple base with blue to purple to red shifting foil type shimmer. On release, this one will be 10 US or 12 Australian. You guys know Emily DeMolly does fantastic foils. She does fantastic multi-chromes too. This is no exception. So this has a beautiful formula to it. It builds up crazy fast on the nail. Really nice coverage happening here, especially on that first coat. So for opacity, I'm going to suggest 2 coats on it, and you'll get lovely even coverage. This one has a very strong glow to it. I feel like this is a good representation of what I'm seeing in bright lights. So in the backdrop, you'll see that lovely dark purple, kind of almost plummy type of base. And then that shimmer is just gorgeous and a really striking blue against it. In angles, you'll easily see a red type of shift happening to it. I did try to catch it on some of my macros, so please note this little minx is very easy to shift in terms of color roll on that shimmer. Now this one also dries down quite a bit on the flat side too, so once again I'd recommend a glossy top coat and it'll be perfect. And next we have Remote Control. This is a murky green base with blue to purple to pink shifting foil type shimmer. On release, this one will be 10 US or 12 Australian. This is another really unique color. I don't think I've worked on anything quite like this one. So this is definitely one of her foils, which if you are new to this brand, I highly recommend you check out her foiled finish. They are stunning and there's usually a ton of color roll happening. I'm really digging that the base color to this one is so contrasting against the shimmer here. So you can see on that first coat there is that murky green type of appearance, but that foil shimmer really plays against it in that blue appearance. So strong color roll happening with this one. Once again, I don't think my swatches did this one justice. You can easily see that there is a blue to purple to pink shift with this one. Really lovely. Now for opacity on it, I am going to suggest 2 coats on this one too, as it plumps out very nicely and easily. And I did top off with a glossy top coat per usual, and I had no issues with it. And next we've got The Journey. This is a bright, beautiful green base filled with silver holographic micro glitters and copper to gold to green shifting aurora shimmer. This one will be 12 US or 14 Australian on release. So if I had an entire collection of just this type of finish alone, I would be so pleased because I love it when she does these types of finishes. They're so complex. They are true to her brand. They have wonderful formulas and the sparkle effect is so crazy strong. So for this one, I'm going to suggest 2 coats and you'll see here in just a moment, it plumps out beautifully on that second coat. There is a ton of sparkle from this one. So if bling is your thing, definitely pick this one up. The shimmer in this one is also very strong, so against that really flattering type of base color, you'll see that nice coppery type of effect glowing in the background for it. So much happening with this one. I love it to pieces. Now on this, I topped off normally with my top coat and I had no texture or anything with it. So this one I wouldn't even classify as being thirsty. I don't know what type of holographic effect she uses, but when she does use this type of glitter, I have no issues with texture or it being thirsty or anything like that. And last but not least, we have Waiting to Happen. This is a light dusty pink base that has a slight neutral brown undertone with neon pink and gold micro glitters. On release, this one will be 9 US or 11 Australian. So this one is very creamy. I'm telling you guys, I say it every single month, this brand can do no wrong. Every single formula that she does, it's just phenomenal. So this one has a very strong curly-like application to it. It plumps out beautifully at 2 coats and it has a very strong self-leveling factor to it. So there is a generous amount of glitter that you'll get on your nails just from picking up the brush out of the bottle. I had no issues with them, no need for fishing or anything like that. And you can see here on that second coat, really nice coverage, very plump. That's exactly how I like to wear my creams and my curlies. Now I did go in normal with top coat on this one and I didn't have any issues with texture or anything like that either. Everything was smooth to the touch. Now the April releases will release Tuesday the 28th at 10 a.m. Australian time on the Australian site, and Monday the 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern time on the US and international shop. I'll link you guys to both below, and I'll also link you guys to her Facebook fan group if you want to get in there and check it out per usual. There's lots and lots to see. Really lovely colors this month. Once again, I know you guys get really excited for these videos. I do too. I'm a huge fan of her polishes, and as you can see here, once again, she has done it. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.